It has become a tradition. The International, a tournament summoning the finest Dota teams from across the globe.
Welcome to the International.
For 5 days, they battle. For 5 days, the crowds cheer. For 5 days, the world watches. And when the dust settles, the champions emerge. A year has passed, and as the teams gather once more, the stakes have never been higher. The Dota community has made its voice heard, pushing the International to incredible new heights. 16 teams will battle for their piece of the largest prize pool in esports history, over $2.6 million. Who will emerge victorious? The battle begins.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the International Day 5 for the Dota 2 Championships, our final day where we will have to crown a champion. The Aegis of Champions will be presented to the winning team. 1.4 million. I think it's actually over 1.4 million now. It's an incredible tournament thus far, but with our 3 final teams, we will end up with 1. I'm James Toogood-Harding, and joining me on the panel, obviously, is the guys who have been here. You've got the men in black over there, by the way. Jake, how's it going, Jacob Bruno?
I was actually intentionally wearing something else than grey today because you told me you were wearing grey, so I figured, okay, I'll go with black because no one else is going to do that. And then Bruno comes along.
What do you mean? Are you
what to do?
disappointed?
I'm a little bit, like, honestly, Bruno, I know we got to talk about the tournament. I wore a waistcoat. It doesn't even fit. It's not even my size.
Yeah, no,
it's
the same color. It kind of meshes with you. I don't know.
I don't know why I
don't know if I
bothered.
can actually approve of that.
It's crap.
It's American
But I
sizes.
still put more effort in than you. Final day.
Is that what I am? I'm a piece of meat that wears flashy suits. Is that what I am for you? I have to wear my jacket then?
Potentially. Okay.
That is so far the most horrendous jacket you've been wearing.
Really?
Really? What do you think,
reckon, Ben?
That is just atrocious.
No, not even this.
Not even that.
Well, I wasn't planning on doing this, but if you guys are really, really trying hard, I have to bring the big guns.
Oh my god.
This is kind of new.
Oh, what have
It's
we
not
done?
a dead body, is it? If you're wearing someone
Maybe.
else's skin, that would kind of freak me out. I'm taking my waistcoat off. I'm not even going to try.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
How about now?
It's good.
The color suits you.
I think it does.
Jesus, it doesn't even come out on camera as sparkly. The camera can't handle the lighting of your jacket. It's actually harder to look at here than it is for people at home. I don't know where you find this stuff. Yeah, but welcome back to the panel, guys. Obviously, it's the final day. We're going to have just 2 matches, a best of 3 and, of course, a best of 5. The lower bracket finals between Orange and Na'Vi, and then the winner bracket, the grand finals, where Alliance are waiting to take on their opponent. So, what are you expecting today? What are you looking forward to? We've had a whole night to kind of rest the players as well.
To go into the first, I'm super excited to see what Orange can bring. The way they played yesterday, they could easily go ahead and win this tournament. It was just amazing display of skill, and I think they can bring their A-game to Na'Vi and potentially beat them out and then meet Alliance in the final, and from there anything can happen.
Yeah, it's our first rematch of the playoffs, and Orange has changed a lot since day one, surprisingly. I thought they looked a little bit weak in Na'Vi. They looked good in the first game, but I thought it was more Na'Vi looking weak. But now Orange has just come roaring out. They took down Tongfu, took down DK. Those 2 teams are not weak by any means.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday they all played so well, and we can go to a day 4 highlight where you can actually see the progress of Orange yesterday and all the other amazing plays.
Help him out. Joe will go down to rampage.
What a sick fight!
And IG, will they admit the defeat? I think they have to. GG!
GG!
The flag of IG will have the light turned off and Orange, they want to squash DK into a bucket. They get the GG! Orange are through! They just brought down DK!
Last year, they fell short, but this time, they cannot be stopped. And GG, Kung Fu have been eliminated, and RNG Sports are gonna finish in the top 3.
The most highly anticipated game of the entire tournament so far.
Na'Vi draws first blood, and he does it with a pincer instead of a burrow. Right on top of each other, no longer. That's a full 5-man wipe.
28 minutes, 35 seconds, all the time it took for Alliance to handle Na'Vi here in game 1.
Loda, large and in charge. And with these kills, there it is. GG. Alliance punches their ticket to the grand finals.
It was Alliance to make it into the grand finals with a very solid victory over Na'Vi 2-0. Na'Vi are waiting now to play Orange. They have played before, though. It was actually the first round of the upper brackets, and it went in favor of Na'Vi 2-1, but it was a comeback. They did drop the first map. What's going to happen now? I'm not sure, because Orange look like a different team, and Na'Vi just get better the more they get pressured. The only time I've ever seen them not really come through as strong as their potential was when Alliance kind of closed a lot of doors on them, maybe you can say, in terms of strategies and execution. They didn't give Na'Vi a lot of room to breathe. For you, what was yesterday all about in terms of Na'Vi's performance?
I think the way they dropped the games to Alliance was definitely a fluke, and the Na'Vi we're going to see today is going to be a completely reformed team. They're going to be so much stronger, so much better, and as you were saying, they just want to win this now, and this is a scary Na'Vi I'm expecting to see.
Do you think Orange is going to let them get Wisp like Alliance did?
No, I don't think so. I think neither team actually wants to play against Wisp. And I think Orange is wise enough to know that Na'Vi can actually play Wisp. They just didn't do it too well against Alliance yesterday.
You know what? Actually, if I look at the stats of the tournament for Na'Vi, Wisp is a strong pick, but the key for them has been Chen. The game they lost against Orange, they didn't pick Chen. They were expecting something different, and they went for a tricolor, more aggressive kind of thing. The game they lost with Alliance, one of them, they were not using Chen. I think that if Orange did their homework, they will try to remove that from Puppy's game plan, and then maybe they will have a better chance of tackling that.
Well, what about Enchantress, though? Didn't they use Enchantress versus Alliance? Is that not an appropriate substitute for Puppy? Is it only Chen?
We still haven't seen Enchantress go up against the Chen in Benaroya Hall yet. Something you normally see is these two heroes chasing after one another, and Enchantress is normally a very good counter to Chen, and I'm surprised no one has actually done that yet. I'm expecting Na'Vi to ban out maybe Extinct heroes, Visits and Chen, unless Na'Vi wants to pick up the Chen themselves.
Yeah.
Another good idea could simply be to remove Bane, because there's a sort of a trend in Orange playstyle where they pick the same support heroes, and then they just change out KYXY and Mushi's heroes, and that's the general trend they seem to follow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, to be honest, the Orange support heroes, Extinct on the Visage, was for me some of my favorite plays of the tournament. I think there was an amazing, almost a whole, 4 or at least 5-man stun with the Visage Familiars.
4-man bird stun twice in that game, I think.
Yeah.
And Extinct's Visage was actually what beat Na'Vi in their first game going into the tournament, so I don't think Na'Vi wants to see them have Visage.
All right, well, it was an amazing play, but there was plenty of amazing plays yesterday as well. So let's take a look at the top 10 plays.
Best bombs here. Rocket to fly. Rosha's pretty low. Orange. Do they go or do they stay? No. Mushi caught out, but he's cleaving like a champ. King J low, but How standing strong, and Pale catches too. KYXY unable to phase shift. Now we'll drop it out. How grip. High ground to low ground, but Moo's going to cancel it. Now the silence from KYXY. Low. Not dead yet. Still alive. Buyback from Moo, and now Banana on the run. Beautiful body block by Ohio. And now RNG Sports 5 alive. Still alive. Shung to fall.
That if he goes to the Firefly, now he sees it. We'll catch up Banana first though. So Lansuga drag him back down the river. It's a slow movement though. It doesn't get him all the way down. The Astair will go, but Show's up on the high ground too. Hand of God already been popped off. Show with the mech charge as well from King J. Keeps him alive. Show had to use his time left for that one. Now the Black Hole catches out the Weaver. Holds him there. How jumps in to play around with him too, and he gets the kill.
Get a little bit of a return kill on the Chen, but not what they wanted.
Oh, they're looking for more. YYF. It was the infest into Hal, which allowed Moo to chase him down. and the rest of IG are also falling back. Disruption up with the telekinesis target. Moo not going to get start. Storm, long jump in, looks for King J. Can't find him, but Morphling can. Shotgun mech, he used the cheese. Back to life again. Raw still available. Who's he go on? Joe's the closest target. They're going to bring him down. And IG, here comes the rest. It's Ferrari 4-3-0 in the middle of the fight. The Moo, he's just standing and stealing and delivering. Moo with an ultra kill. Coming out from the fight, but Joe wants to fight. It's a double kill for IG. Moo, he still wants to fight. Joe doesn't have enough damage for this one. Faith is trying to help him out. Joe will go down to Rampage.
What a sick fight.
Moo will not stop killing, and Faith, he hasn't died yet, but he's going to.
No.
Huge double rampages. And Ohio, he's on the run, surging away. Burning, trying to catch up to him in time. And he's got away from this surge. It's level 2. So Burning has to keep going. And Mushi! Wind it up, and Burning, it's a trap.
Worth it for ID losing Joe as well, as he was a little bit too greedy chasing after those creeps.
They have a buyback on him, but they need it right now. Hal is coming in close. Remember, Abyssal Blade is available. Range. Oh, Ferrari's going to get out in time, and here comes King J. Malibus done with the BKB. Unaffected into the hole, holding Ferrari in position. He'll go down.
King J with the move.
The difference between Loda having a BKB and not having one. He's able to focus whoever he wants, more or less.
Another coil, gonna catch two. That's Kuro and Puppey. Beautiful phase shift of the shackle shot. Now Puppey and Kuro both blown up. Here comes the call down, but Havost can simply not stand and fight. Okay, using the mech, and Havost gonna be netted down. There we go, Loda going to town. Beautiful shackle, but EGM isolating Havost and allowing him to be focused because of the BKB, and two more right on top of each other. No longer. That's a full 5-man one.
Burning, he wants to go for Extinct. There's a lot of damage. He's still got the living armor up his sleeve. That attack, it's going to be enough. Snipes off the off the Visage. And Mushi's going to find him as well. Mushi winds up the ultimate. And he holds it. He holds it. Where's the stun? There's a timber chain through Mushi. Now he winds up the mana, obliterates ROTK. And Burning, the Centaur comes in to say hello, but Darkseer's Iron Shell damage will get the kill. They're going to find each other. 5v5 engagement. Mushi comes in, and then BKB's going to pop. Crystal's up on him. Ohio back in to a 4-man stun. And then the follow-up stun is DK being absolutely impaled. And Super will go down to full team-wide GG.
Here comes Banana. Central gets dropped up here. Net has. Oh god, no, misses. But the Overman move will get him. Nice self is there, but here we go. The
Net's dropping fast. He'll take a fall. Now Ohio. There's a pull. They've grabbed Mushi. He's taking him back. Stun on 3. They're all dead. Arch Esports. Fantastic teamwork there.
Be careful, Blink BKB Black Hole's back up again. And they're very badly grouped right now. There's a jump in up on all of them. Skewer him up. Blink BKB, where is it? There's nothing. It's a double kill for Ohio. Super will go down. Triple kill for Ohio. And QQQ is on the rubber. Mushi says no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ned's coming down. Have they got Gem? Have they got Vision? They don't see him there. They're starting up on Mushi. Sentry Ward's going to have a crack. There's a son of Mushi. They're going to bring him down. And Enigma! In for the hole! Beat script though! Cancel it up, and Ohio's losing too much life! RP from KYXY! He's got them all! He got the whole kick caboodle! He'll hold him Burning! Low life! Not dead yet though! He's still alive! Ned's losing life quickly! Forced up away! He'll live! But Super will not! Mushi's in there! Forced up away! Super on the TV! They can't find him! They don't! They do!
Some absolutely amazing plays of yesterday. We did drop DK, IG, and Tongfu yesterday, and you saw in there how good they were in some of their clips. Moo with the Rampage on the Weaver. But what was so relevant in the top 10 was, I think Orange were half of the video. That's how good they were playing yesterday. They were so on point with their abilities, with their execution. They didn't hesitate in any team fight, and that's so crucial when you get down to a very stressful kind of time in the tournament.
I think most importantly to notice is it's all of Orange. It's not just Mushi. This was a team effort. In each and every one of those clips, it was an entire team effort by Orange. We saw Net with the Bane Elemental in the last clip, cancelling out the Enigma, and then KYXY coming in with the Magnus. We saw the Darkseer and how twice it played such an important role in their team fights, first with the Sven, and then in the game against DK as well. There's just a ridiculous amount of team play and high skill level from the entire team.
Yeah, you talked about Visage being an important hero for them. I think that Darkseer is also really important, especially considering the level of teamwork that they have with the Sven stun, with the Nick stun, and the Visage. It's really difficult to ban out the Chen and the Visage when you have that to worry about.
I don't think you can even really start banning against Orange. We talked about how Mushi had 18 different heroes in this tournament. He seems to be able to play anything, and that goes with most of the lineup as well. They play Slardar and KYXY. Ohio had played everything that goes either on mid or the off lane. They have so much versatility, and to be honest, I think they're the only team left that has that much versatility, while Alliance and Navi are more set in stone on what they like to play.
Yeah, well, obviously we're going to see when they actually meet if they can adapt and play against each other. But for everybody that's joined us here on the stream, I just want to say a personal thank you for all you guys out there on Twitch. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream thus far, but next time you need to be here, because we're going to throw it now to Casey for a different perspective, and hopefully she's going to make you jealous.
I'm going to try. Thank you, James. We are as high up in the hall as we can get. I'm holding onto the railing because it's a little bit messing with my head. I'm going to let Myron walk past me carefully and show you all the people who are sitting all up in those tiers. Hey, guys. Quite the view. Now, very carefully, Myron, if you could show below us, everyone down there. Look up here! And we've been talking about how giant the screen is this year compared to last year. So from up here, huge! Look how big that is. So this kind of gives you an idea just of how big this has gotten throughout the years and how many people are filling the seats here. And Bruno, something that I noticed standing up here, that jacket you're wearing on the big screen, huge.
Thank you, Casey.
I mean, it looks good. Wait, if I turn this way, it looks like I'm looking at you. Right, Bruno?
Yeah, absolutely.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
You
Looking
look good
nice
as well.
and bright, my friend.
Love your necklace.
Don't be shy, Bruno.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Casey. Yeah, we'd love to see just more people coming in. Hopefully, I don't know if we can go to a bigger venue, but we'll see with you guys as a community. But thank you so much for supporting us, and what a way to watch Dota 2 in the auditorium down there. So, the games, the brackets, the story. We can go check it out. We can also, because obviously Orange and Na'Vi didn't just end up in the lower bracket finals. You can see Na'Vi's run. They had a pretty good run all the way through until they got knocked down by Alliance, and their toughest game was against Orange in the quarterfinals. On the other hand, Alliance just looks so dominant. I think they only dropped one map thus far, and that was against DK. And unfortunately, DK did finish the tournament in 5th, 6th place. If we go to the lower bracket, we can see they were knocked out yesterday, along with Invictus Gaming. And it was Orange to knock out DK, though, in the round of 4. And then they moved on to beat Tongfu. That was the last team to represent China. So China haven't had the best finish here, but certainly they've performed well, and they've really showed how strong they are as a nation and as a group of players. But Tongfu finished in 4th. Orange took them down in what was, again, a very close game. And now Orange wait to play Na'Vi. This is a repeat game. They have played once before. Orange took the first game. Na'Vi brought it back in 2. I did speak to Puppy, and he said in the first game we didn't really play because it was so tense in the pod that when things happened in terms of getting jumped, you didn't respond as you normally would just because of the pressure. And then he did relax himself and his team, and they came back to win 2. So far, I think Na'Vi, even though Orange performed brilliantly yesterday, kind of have the winning formula when it comes to mentality. I think they're the strongest, you know, in terms of endurance team here. They could go the furthest in that respect.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think what Na'Vi needs to focus on is getting a draft that fits them well. It seems like they've had their back against the wall whenever they've been drafting, especially against Alliance. We saw that they were like playing against the clock in that second game yesterday, because they were playing against an Alchemist Cloud and a Keep of the Light with his Illuminate, and they had an all-out push strat, bit more or less. So if they didn't finish within that 20 minutes and get a set of Raxes down, there was just nothing they could do. I want to see them get a draft they're comfortable with. If they want to go for Pots and Preachers of the Moon, go for it. As long as they get something they're comfortable with and that fits their playstyle, then I think Na'Vi is the top dog in this game.
Navi's usually been pretty good about putting out a lot of pressure, but it seems like in many of the games that they lost, they just have constant pressure brought to them. They feel like they're under a clock, whether they need to push, they feel like they need to try and outfarm an Alchemist, or they feel like they need to gank with Wisp, and it just doesn't really suit their playstyle. They need to draft better for early game and just be able to fall back on different sorts of playstyles, whether it be outfarming, whether it be just taking it easy or doing Roshan. They don't really have that much flexibility. They just rely so much on their early game aggression, and if that doesn't work out, they just seem a little bit lost.
Yeah, Bruno, the whole story of the tournament thus far, what's for you? What's for you? Maybe Na'Vi being about, but at least I know you've been following the. You wanted to say something about the whole tournament.
Okay, yeah,
I'm struggling with the last day.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Thank you, Bruno. It's your jacket, to be fair.
I know it happens to me as well.
It's hard to focus.
I want to talk a little bit about the tournament so far in terms of what heroes were played, the meta game, what worked, what didn't. And the most picked hero in the tournament until today was Visage with 82 picks. 57% win rate means that he is really good, and we've seen how good he can be in the hands of experts like Xteam, for example. The highest win rate hero that with more than 20 matches, it's actually Chen. In 64 matches, he has 62% win rate. I was talking how important that Chen was for Na'Vi or for some of the teams that are still here. The worst winning percentage, surprisingly, because it was a really strong pick until before TI, is Owl Devourer with just 37% win rate in 32 matches. Really didn't work this time. People are not using it anymore. You can't go with this hero when so much is on the line. And that's pretty much the story of the tournament.
All right. So I just want to, by the way, make sure everybody at home, make sure you're hashtagging TI3 throughout the tournament. This is the final day, where a lot of the times we've actually been on the front pages of certain regions. Make sure you do it. I'm actually just following the TI3, as in the hashtag, and I actually found this amazing thing that I'm going to suggest now that to make sure we can do this next year, right? Someone said there needs to be a compendium stretch goal where the hosts and the commentators play a game in the pod, and we get 2 professional players playing. Would you be up for that if we came back next year?
I'm game.
I'm game.
I'm game. I'm always down to whoop Jacob's ass.
Oh, yeah. As if that's ever going to happen. That's the reason I let the team
in. When you pick Bloodseeker, okay.
It would have to be Team Ben versus Team Malk. I think you two would be the by far the best players in the tournament. Okay, so...